Ever wondered how to join Shaxi as a rider? Well, the process is as easy as pie, and today you'll learn all about it. First things first, you'll need to get the Shaxi app. A quick visit to your phone's application store, whether the App Store or Google Play, will do the trick. Search for Shaxi, download it, and you're off to a good start. Now that you've got the app, it's time to sign up. You'll be prompted to provide some necessary information. The most important part of this step is verifying your phone number. This is a security measure put in place to ensure a safe experience for everyone using Shaxi. You'll receive a text message with a code, input it, and voila, your number is verified. Next, you're going to set up your passenger profile. This is where you can add a profile picture, input your name, and other details. It's all about making the ride experience as personalized and comfortable as possible. You can now search for rides at your convenience. Whether you're heading to work, school, or just about anywhere, Shaxi is ready to get you there. The next step is to request the ride. You'll need to confirm the details of your trip, including the destination and pickup point. And just like that, you're ready to enjoy your journey. Sit back, relax, and let Shaxi take you where you need to go. To cap it all off, after enjoying your ride, why not share your great experience? Tag at Shaxi Ghana on social media and let the world know about your fantastic journey with Shaxi. So there you have it. Joining Shaxi as a rider is as simple as downloading the app, signing up, verifying your phone number, setting up your profile, searching for rides, requesting and confirming your ride, and then enjoying the journey. It's a quick and straightforward process designed to make your life easier. With Shaxi, the world is at your fingertips. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Well, something beautiful is happening in our showbiz space. The fact that the young guys are doing some things very, very important, and they all deserve some commendation. I'm sure yesterday on this show, we all give Kweku Smoke his flowers for giving us that wonderful revival concert. Interestingly, Black Sheriff is also about to do his, and he has said something. That thing has gotten me talking, and I asked myself, can I talk about this alone? Let me discuss this with my team of panel members here on Showbiz Daily Live on Sammy Flex TV, and that is exactly what we are about to do today. Now, when artists are about to do their shows, and they announce that they will be hitting stage at 11, at 10, at 9, do they often meet it? Black Sheriff has thrown a challenge. He said it on two platforms that I've seen. One on TV3 and another with Revolve Music. That is George Britain's Revolve Music. And he's saying that he is hitting stage at 9:50. Like he was specific. He didn't say, oh, to me. He didn't say 10. He didn't say 11. He said 9:50. That is when he's hitting stage. And I'm asking, others are saying, no, he's done it before. He will be able to do it. Others are saying, 9:50. Performing, supporting artists and all those things. Well, I want to ask my people how Ghanaian artists do this. Whether they are failures in quotes when it comes to timing for their performances, or some are really good at it. Welcome to Showbiz Daily. In the studio, gentlemen are seated. Today we are doing a 4-man squad. One of the prodigal sons is in, so he's added another seat to the show. Roland Amate, usually at his seat, very close to my left-hand side. He said, my left-hand man. It's not my right-hand, left-hand man. Roland's my left-hand man. Every day, reliably seated and comfortably seated, doing his thing. From Shaxi, Shut Up Movement, Empire, Roland Report is on YouTube, and Showbiz Channel GH. And of course, if you go to the middle space where I have man like Jay. Jay has been going up and down in Ghana. I hear now he signed artists in America. He used to be a staff member at, what's your TV station? Anidasu TV. Anidasu TV. I don't know whether he's still there. Well, but one thing is clear, Jay Smart is a talent manager, he's a blogger, he's a writer, and of course he serves as a pundit as well. So today, prodigal son, Jay Smart is back. And at the extreme end, in Team Dode Solomon, you can simply call him Chemo. Chemo is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and in Team Dosu Digital Solutions. Behind the scenes, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Buju Lens are also controlling affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. But first, I want us to watch these videos of Black Sheriff saying that 950, like everywhere he's speaking, like 950, 950. How well do Ghanaian artists do this? Watch it. I'll be right back. Then we'll start talking.
Well, we have heard about Zama Disco coming up tomorrow. What's going to be happening at Zama Disco?
First, I get on stage 9:50 p.m.
9:50 p.m.
That's when I get
That's
on
an
stage.
odd time. 9:50.
9:50 p.m.
Not 10.
Nah.
Not 9:30.
9:50.
9:50.
Yeah, last year I got on stage 10:10. I
Okay.
think so.
Please
yeah.
tell me about your choice of time. Why 9:50? Why 10:10?
That'd be what we plan on to right now. Because, yeah.
Well, so that was Black Sheriff confirming 950 because Jay has not been here for a long time. Let me start this with him. Jay, do Ghanaian artists do well with this, like time? You go for a show and they tell you, oh, show will start at 1, show will start at 9. Do they do well? And Black Sheriff say 950. I wish I'll be there to really check this time. 950 is like, this guy, what's his name? I'm going to meet his girlfriend.
15 on the dot.
8:50 on the dot. Yeah, Jake.
Yes, sir. All right, so let me say hi to all our viewers.
Yeah, they've missed you.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
In fact, season's greetings to everyone since we're already in the festive season. Today's 20th, so it means we have about like some 5 days more to Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's only fair. I wish everyone
Season greetings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
that's true.
Yes, and about the issue whether artists are able to stick to time or are able to meet
Their time.
their times in terms of performances. So largely, if you would want to look at Ghanaian artists and their events, the focus this time around is on their own events that they
Yes.
put. I think largely they are unable to meet the time. Largely they are unable to. I can mention them. So because I am a bit tilted towards the gospel space, I can
know.
mention I can mention
I know.
a lot of names from the gospel space, which
I know.
because I would want to be fair to these individuals, I will rather not ignore mentioning them. But largely, if you want to,
Roland wanted you to mention them, but he wanted to see some of them.
oh no, I will not mention them. In fact, these are already out there that you can even cross-check.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it will be easier to even cross-check them.
Okay.
Once you key it in there or want to know the artists that are unable to meet their times, especially
It's on Google.
Oh yeah, once you know, lately.
No, wow.
There is
Can Google, he'll find it.
No, you will find.
That is not true. It's not true.
Thing is that
Should I go for gospel
the thing is that
Ghanaians in general?
no, listen. The thing
Jemo will Google and he won't find anything.
lately,
Jemo, he works at
Should I?
Google.
Should I? Should I go
lately, when it comes to events,
Okay.
events
Let me
lately. When it comes to
General
events,
first.
events lately, almost every event has reviews. People attend event and they come back and they are reviewing the event from timing to setup to performances, everything. And so lately it's very easier finding some of these, especially if you are on social media.
Okay.
It's easier to you know. When it comes to some of these reviews, you know the kind of people you need to go to their timelines and you will be able to fetch them. And so, yep, they are there. Yeah, so refraining from mentioning names, for me, where I see it and with what I see, largely you will not get artists really sticking to time.
Okay.
And a lot of things mount to this.
Okay.
A typical instance is, I didn't want to resort to mention it, but let me, because it is necessary, I give an example.
Nobody is stopping you, so do what you want to do.
So
Uh-huh.
I don't want to use even this year. Last year, Sonny Badu was doing Rhythms of Africa
Yeah.
at the AICC. And his usual
So
time,
last year was the stadium one.
no, the stadium was this year.
No.
Not this.
This year was at Independence Square.
No.
He was supposed to do it at the
He
stadium
was supposed
this
to do
year.
it at the stadium.
This year.
However,
And it was called
the
off
NSA,
because of the ban.
brought a communique that
Last year was Grand Arena. Minor injury, major surgery, you forget. It was a Grand Arena.
Okay.
yeah, so it is this year that he was supposed to do the
At the stadium.
that he
Okay,
couldn't.
okay,
The person that did the stadium is Joe Metal. Joe Metal was the one that did the stadium.
Okay,
And
okay,
even
perfect.
you see, even Joe Metal said his stadium event, he couldn't stick to time. The event started very late, and there were a lot of reviews, write-ups, people calling on him that because the event happened on Sunday. You know, lately almost all the gospel events start they schedule them on Sundays, and so Sunday event that happens on Sunday, which means automatically Monday people have to go to jobs and all of that. And so once you don't stick to time, then it means you are disturbing everyone's schedule, right? So yeah, largely, if you want to, I mean, there was timing issue with Joe Metal's event, his stadium event. There was a timing issue with Sonny Badu. There was a timing issue with PACA Esther. You see, so when it comes to this timing thing, well, it will be nice. It will be okay for artists to stick to time. One of the events that I went to recently was the Ghana DJ Awards, and the time that the event was supposed to start, I think I even put few reviews out there. So the event was supposed to start. The event was in two forms. They had the one that was supposed to happen at the forecourt of the Palms Convention, which was that was supposed to start somewhere around 3 p.m.
Okay.
We got there around 7 p.m. because the main event was supposed to start 8 p.m. We got there around 7 p.m. and as at 7 p.m. setup was still ongoing and all of that. The event started somewhere around 10:30 to 11 p.m.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, very crazy. And we were all for, because we got there and even the main auditorium, we were not permitted to enter because there were setups still ongoing and so they wouldn't even permit you to. So what I want to say on this issue is that when it comes to timing for events, we are very bad at it in Ghana here. It is one of the things that we usually don't do well at all, but a lot of factors also contribute to that. And a typical instance is technical issues. Apart from technical issues too, venues are also another form of challenge. For instance,
Limited venues.
Yes, limited venues. And so let's say a supposed BIM concert must happen as, let's say, the Accra Sports Stadium, right? And then a certain Shatawale would also have to use the same Accra Sports Stadium. And so if you would have to do your setup, maybe awaiting your scheduled time, because there is another event ongoing, you would have to wait for them to finish with their event, they dismantle their setup and all of that before you can also start. Yes, before you can also start mounting you. So when it comes to the timing,
I know that story.
yes, when it comes to the timing, sometimes you cannot fault entirely the timing from the event organizers or the artists, right? But this challenge from Black Sherry, for me, I feel it is a good challenge that he's throwing out there. But let's see how it goes. Maybe he knows what he's talking about. I mean, Black Sherry, like you mentioned, this is not the first time he's mentioning this.
I've heard
you said he did it on TV3 and now with Revolve. So it means he has really putting all those measures in place that at all costs he knows the odds are going to favor him. And so yes, let's wait and see how that one goes. But that being said, even for the fact that he's on record to say that you start at 9:30, 9:50 p.m. A lot can happen that will prevent him from starting exactly at that 9:50. A lot will happen. Maybe not from his side, but could be from possibly some of his vendors, technical. Some of these things are bound to happen. But
why is Black Sherry doing this show?
Untamed Empire.
Oh, okay.
Untamed Empire. Okay.
Yeah.
That place is easy to handle. Like it's money.
When is the show? When is
Tomorrow.
the show? Tomorrow.
21st.
Okay, so I think when I was coming, I saw few setup happening and all of that. So yeah, there is that possibility that he'll be able to start. But lately or recently, one of the events that I feel the artists were really on time, they came really on time, was with Ashaman Music and Cultural Festival. we had the Links family coming through. We had
they were on time,
and they were on time. They were absolutely on time. And yes, and so you see, some of these things, if you want to do them, it's achievable unless you don't want to.
You don't want to do that.
So yes, for me, I believe Black Sheriff will be able to do it.
Okay.
Even if he's unable to do it, it means certain things came his way, which of course wouldn't be directly from him. Yep.
Well, Ashaman Music
and Cultural Festival. Yeah.
For that one, the artist came earlier.
Oh yeah, the whole time.
I also have someone who has said something different about the Ashaman Cultural Festival.
Oh, they are saboteurs. They want
They are saboteurs. You wonder. Wow, we're at 9:50 on the dot.
I vote for 950.
Yeah. It's achievable. Oh, yesterday I also watched Black Sheriff and Ara DJ, their performance at the Alliance Française.
Yeah.
I think it was beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is achievable. But it takes lots of discipline. Not on the part of the artist. Yes, the artist has a role to play in terms of even if the event organizers on the ground, like they do everything on time and the artists don't show up early, definitely it may affect it. But then, when it comes to this conversation, minority of the whole thing is on the artist, or not the worker. But majority of the responsibility lies on the people who are the event organizers themselves. People who are managing the event on the night. Majority of that responsibility lies on them the more. Especially the logistics providers, the suppliers, the people that are supposed to do everything before the first sound kicks off.
Guys, light guys.
Exactly, the first sounds kick off and all of that. And mostly that has always been one of the major problems. Suppliers are late, technical issues, sound check, everything, all these things are not done on time. Therefore, the probability that it may enter into the main production time is high. So, like I said, it takes lots of discipline, and that discipline is actually knowing the negative sides or the things that can prevent you from achieving whatever you want to achieve. And trying to fight it even before the day. So if you know your suppliers can disappoint you, or there's a probability that certain suppliers can disappoint you, the need for backup, the need for improvisation, it should be on the table even before, a week before the event day. And setup, in terms of setup and all of that, should start a day or two, depending on the level of setup you guys are doing anyway. Should start a day or two before even the event day. We should give ways for some of these things. And which is why the people from the comedy theater, the comedy and the theater productions always have been people that in recent times, at least, they are getting close to starting on time. Some of them have been able to build that core community or that thing around their brand to the extent that somebody like Uncle Ebo White, if Uncle Ebo White gives you 7,
it's a 7,
and you get there 7:10,
no, it's a 7.
Forget, you go and the event is running.
It's 7. I know about that.
You understand? So that particular discipline has been built from the onset, not even on stage, not even with the event production, has been built from the first person to actually hit the nail on the ground to say we are setting up a stage or a place for us to do this event. That is where the discipline starts. Because if one person misses and you are not able to improvise or find the next solution as quickly as possible, because maybe you have a backup, you may have problem. Another one that I'm seeing with this Black Sheriff 950 is the fact that last year I think he came at 10:10.
At 10:10.
Yes. Yes, he came at 10:10. And it is all, like I said, boiled down to how the event is created. When I'm doing, anytime I have managed a show or I've organized a show, one of the things that I don't joke with is my production time. No matter what you do, whatever you do will never enter into my production time. Even if it does, we will cut it and go and continue with it. And anybody that has ever been to a stage or a program that I have managed will attest to that.
Directed.
You attest to that, actually. If we say 8, the people that are there will do it. We go start the show. You run it. And it is what it is. For me, what I'm seeing with this 950 and the emphasis on it is also another part of it is for publicity.
Okay.
Yes. Kweku Smoke. Kweku Smoke also publicized he was going to come on stage around 9 or so. 9 or 8 something. As early as that. So during his interviews, he was also emphasizing on it. Because he knew the day he was doing the event and he knew how stressful it would be for people to stay up till the following day, knowing that they would, some of them would have to go to work tomorrow. You understand? So he also emphasized that. And again, looking at the bar that Kweku Smoke has set in this December.
Starting the December.
In fact, shows. If you are not able to say things, do things, find a way to prick people for them to be interested in your event, forget. You may find yourself wanting. And it is one of the tools that Black Sheriff is using to actually pull people to the place and pull them there early so that the events can start early. Because then we've had December, this is not the first time. People go for events, then an event that has been created for, let's say, 4 hours that's supposed to end at 11 or 12, for people to be able to go home, get home safe. You realize enters into the midnight, the ones and twos, they go and some of them get security issues and attacks and all of that. So pulling them or actually breaking them for them to come early. Because if you would want to really see Black Sheriff coming on stage at 9:50, you wouldn't need anybody to tell you. You want to go and witness for yourself. And the probability...
Maybe that's why he's even brought the time forward.
Exactly.
From 10:10 to 9:50.
Yes. You would want to go and see for yourself and time by yourself and say Black Sheriff came at 9:50. If you wouldn't even want somebody to come and tell you, or somebody there to call and say, oh, true, he come 9:50. Oh, he come 9:50, 51, 52, 53, like we mentioned our time. You understand? And in doing that, in monitoring by yourself, you would want to go early. And that is what will probably bring the people.
So that's what he's actually looking for.
Exactly. It is part of it.
Say some things that will push
the people to come. Because for the past few weeks or days now, you can clearly see in terms of publicity, there were certain events that were on top of head, that were in our faces. But now we have some few 2-3 days to the event. And you need to do anything possible to also build up participation for that particular event. And that's what he's doing.
Well, he's done it before, so let's see if 9:50. But what I would also want to ask Chamo is that we know our people, those who go to such events, they will be bathing at 12, leave home at 12:30, get there at 1. So 9:50, will that space give him the energy he wants, or he's so sure that with the time that is mentioned, by the time it is 9:50, he will get the energy from the crowd? Chamo, will the people also respond to his 9:50 request?
At this point, you forget about the people. The two people that he needs, or the people that he needs for this to happen, are himself and then the stage manager. They are the two people that he needs to make this thing happen. And if that person is in sync with him, he's good to go.
Okay.
Yes, I've witnessed something like that before. When KSM did his show at National Theatre, the stage manager there, the guy was fantastic. In fact, he would push KSM to be on stage without thinking twice. When the person who's supposed to come is not there, he will not wait for anybody.
So when it says 10 and the people
you are not there, then who is
you
next?
are still going to perform to empty chairs.
Yes, who is next? There's go. Then he will push you in to do it. So if you get a stage person who is ready to make sure that you go at exactly the time that you are talking about, obviously it will happen. So I'm hoping that the stage manager is in sync with Black Sheriff. And I took J Smart's challenge of googling who will come late. I didn't really get exact
the artists who come late.
I didn't get that, but I got something interesting. There was an January 2024. a journalist, this entertainment journalist. She's called Paula Amma something. I've forgotten the last name. I think Amma Bruni.
Okay.
Paula Amma Bruni.
Okay.
She did a report, and the caption or the headline for the report was the lateness, why we start shows late. Venues owners should start punishing the artists. That was the title for the and in that report, she said that it's only Black Sheriff who came on time when he was having his show in the year 2023 or 2022 Zama Disco. Yes. In that report, she said that it's only Black Sheriff who made it. So it's a good thing.
And I'm sure Black Sheriff is proud of that.
Yes.
And again, he is much conscious about that.
And in the report, she mentioned 10. She came on stage at 10. That's what the report said. And all the other ones, the girl wasn't happy. And her solution is that we should start punishing artists for starting shows
like the abroad.
And he
then
was
they say 9:30. We only like to do.
Yes.
The whole place going off.
Yes. And that was a suggestion that the lady was giving, that they should go that way. So I think Black Sheriff, just based on the report that I've seen, I think he's on course. He can make it happen. But it is difficult when the others, people that you are working with, they are not in sync with you. Like Roland is saying, the supplier, somebody who's supposed to bring light or something is not coming, or you are waiting and all those things. If you don't take care, no matter how early you want to start the thing, so I think if he's coming on stage like he's being so specific, then they should be on the other people, the logistics suppliers, whoever is part of the team should be aware, or there should be somebody on them to make sure that they do their part so that he can make it at that time. And the very difficult part that I see can happen that he may not have much control is also the other artists who will come before him. If he doesn't take care, and our A-list artists, some of them, so I think before the show starts, in this case,
I'm sure most of the artists will perform after his first entry.
Okay, so yes, if he comes in before they come, then fine.
I'm sure
then,
that's how he'll do it.
I think the last time, that's how he went about.
He will come first.
So,
so
if it is going to happen like that, then I'm 100% sure he can make it happen. Because when he allows such people to come in first, some of them, sometimes they overstay. It's better he starts and then later they will come in. That one, I think he can make it happen. And based on the report that I've seen, I think he's on course. And big ups to him and the team.
Well, thank you so much, guys. I'm sure this will lead us into the next business of the day, where Kyeiwaa Brewer. Kyeiwaa. In fact, I still remember Kyeiwaa when she was accused of being a witch in movies. And he said, "Me, I don't do anything. No. The director told me to lie down and do this. Before I'll be flying." Now, Kyeiwaa is telling us a story that might be happening to many, but because of pride, they are not able to come out like Kyeiwaa has come out. Now, this is Kyeiwaa's story in a summarized form. When she was in Ghana, featuring in all the top movies on TV, online, everywhere, everybody thought she was okay, like she was rich, because you switch on to Sammy Flex TV, Kyeiwaa is there. You switch on to UTV, Kyeiwaa is there, GT, like everywhere. So if you are on our screens, you should be rich. But unfortunately for Kyeiwaa, sometimes money for trust self was a problem. She narrated a story of how she was able to meet some passengers in the truck. They said, but you two, superstar, you are coming to board trot with us. Oh, please, this does not look like you. Get down and go sit in a posh car. And Kyeiwaa said, hey, she was dying inside. She said she was dying inside. Stand up. Sometimes she'll cry. she had to move to America. I love the way she was married. America. She had to move to America. And when she went to America and she started with cleaning to restaurants to survive, people to say, hey, superstar, you couldn't survive in Ghana. You have to run to America to go and clean plates. But today, Kyeiwaa is saying she's proud she wants to clean plates. They said the plates, they have saved her. Because if it had not been the plate, I'm sure by now she's dead. She's just there for telling the world that, hey, don't sit in Ghana and celebrate. You will die. If you have to survive washing cars somewhere, go and wash the cars. If you have to survive cleaning the teeth of horses, go and clean the teeth of horses to survive. Else, you're stardom. Nah, yeah, stardom down there. Yes, there is a video. Kyeiwaa was actually talking, like a self video, where she was addressing the issues. Let's watch a portion of it, and when I come back, I also pick the views of my people that who should we tell Kyeiwaa's story? Who should we tell? Who should we tell this Kyeiwaa story? Watch this video. I'll be right back.
So be who me TV so and I say tell me wo hono na me nya dwuma na me sini ba papa de me twa ye nyina o me de ma TV station ni ye yi eti da bia no me hu say ye yi me sini me so kom de me da bia ye yi me sini da bia se me da so ani e da bia ani na me da so na wo TV so da bia wo da so da kom de wo no hwan ho and I woke up with say, Mamma, Papa, my Miss Counter Bianini. My hawk and I woke up with Jim. Wow, Yana make us say 7 pages and a sap Mobrono. It's me and a cousin and I mean quote a shame and I mean idea shame over my brabum. Sama baby and fat that channel. And it was said to me. And now said, no. May your home said, my dear Rocco, and whoop. I will be anti-assay. It is to say, me pekwan bi am befa so a me meto a dia me mpa ne ahokyere and adwuma se be bia me wuro ma for adwuma.
Well, let me go back to Chabu and still continue with him on this story. Chabu, who should we tell this Kyeiwaa story?
Well, I think they know themselves. They know themselves, and the factors that can bring some of these things, there are plenty. I mean, sometimes too is the fault of the entertainer or the person himself. Some of them, when they were young or at the time that they were on their peak, they were not taking care of their finances or other stuff. So when go to a time that they are not on top or the spotlight is not on them, then they will suffer financial issues, and now they have to decide whether to move to other places to also try their luck, or they should just be in the system and then survive on their own or try to find something to do. I mean, I think Kyeiwaa took a very good decision. By the way, his real name is Kyeiwaa Hata Mensa. A.k.a. Kyeiwaa, or
an alias.
Yes, she got that name from the movie Kyeiwaa.
Okay.
Like you were saying, or the character no play ni ama after the name Edina na Kaniso. Yeah. The real name crowd bien. What she's saying is true, and in her case, the sad part is that, or say, I know no kwana ye catch no, ni nuanom ni mani ni nana num nyina ajibi. Say unuya Kyeiwaa wa ya de bi o TV so na o ntimi hwe na de wa yi
na komodemo
and all those things. So it's not only her suffering, even people around or relatives are also suffering. It's sad when it happens to you. I think the other people should just learn something from this.
Take a cue from it.
Just learn.
In fact, you know yourself, so you know your system. You know how you are feeling.
And people will tell you that when you are popular or when you are famous, like Roland Amati, people will expect more from you.
When they see in Trotro, they will give you
pressure. They will be giving you fans that you don't want. And so, when you know that you are getting to that stage, then you know say you have a huge task ahead of you, and you have to prepare for it. Your finances, everything, like in your life, you have to. So utie you know, omo matie video na omo video no. Edru baby o say ade ba ko yapa and say o ye popular na ho kire.
Hey.
Obi amwa because nobody
Popular
will believe that you are in any financial difficulty. They rather want to take something from you, not the other way around. So if you get the chance or the opportunity to be in limelight like that, you have to be thinking about a way of surviving the system. And sometimes don't also do things based on what people will say, because some people also act in a way that they cannot keep up, or they cannot afford to be like that for a longer period.
That's true.
But they will do that to waste their resources. Later, then they will be suffering. But if you have the opportunity to go outside, because what is happening in Ghana at a point is not working for you, I will advise that you take Kyeiwaa's direction. It will help.
Well,
I think,
or can we even say it is not only about going outside? If you have
find
to change
something,
the profession that you're doing for survival,
you have to.
That's fine. Because you are not born to be an actor forever.
Well, let me end by saying that she was also not happy when people are discussing her and the new things that she's been doing, and they think that it is below her. I'm almost after the Oko no say more better TV so. Person mo juma ko so na mo si mi huru nkuku. I know they won't forget it. Oh ye nyaka ana omu nyaka. When you chose, or when you decide to be part of popular people or famous people, that thing will never go away. Whether you are still active or not. And the word decided to be active, I mean I feel Kyeiwaa day. Unforgettable. People will say it, and she should find a way to deal with it. But if they are saying it and they are not saying the right way, she has the option to take them to court or also give a rejoinder. That's how she should go about it. But worrying or telling people to stop talking about you whilst you are famous, or we know that you have been active, the spotlight was on you at a point, forget it. Nobody will stop that thing. People will still talk about you. Find a way to deal with it.
Well, let me go on to just Matt. Let me get his opinion on what Kyeiwaa is also telling the populace about living as a celebrity, the difficulties involved. Yes, Jay.
So the thing is that even some of us here, even some of us, I don't know, I don't even know how to classify or categorize.
You categorize us, me and you. Me and you.
Even some of us, sometimes people see us on telly, people see us and they think that, oh, because this guy has appeared twice, be on telly, so yeah, that guy is, oh, my man.
That's it, my man. Liberia,
you see, the truth is that, you see, if we want to go back in time to the olden days, how production was done and how their movies was being marketed, right? So they create the movies, they do the productions, and then according to her, they sell, let's say they give the publishing rights to TV stations, and usually it is just they have some marketers, movie distributors who will buy the CDs and then pay the producer. And let's say those days in a typical Ghanaian movie, the main characters. Yes, let's just pick the main characters. So let's say in a typical Ghanaian movies way back, the main characters are about 5, right? And so let's say just these 5 people, you need to pay these 5 people, and because they are your lead characters, your main characters, they have a certain budget, a certain figure that you need to meet. That aside, crew, you would have to look at how do you call it, the location fees, possibly if they booked hotels, whether they stayed in locations, apartment, and all of that, all those costs, the equipment, gadget, and all of that. And truth is that the kind of money or the publishing rights, the monies that they were getting wasn't huge here, right? And so how much are they going to even pay these top characters, these main characters in a typical, let's say, Odinde Ghanaian movie? And so, of course, I am assuming that it was just nothing to write home about. And so if we even want to look at the fact that these individuals were not taking good care of their monies, or they were overspending and all of that, for me, I don't even want us to go to that aspect more, that possibly they didn't take. Because are we going to say that all of them did not take good care of they didn't handle their monies well? Because this thing is general. It is a general thing. So you take the likes of Kyeiwaa from her time, her dispensation, all the actors within her contemporaries, you get to know that, of course, most of them are facing the challenge she was facing until she left Ghana, of which she even mentioned, right? And so we cannot say that from her, one of the things recently that struck me was that, you see, we keep saying that the Ghanaian movie system has come down or has dropped. The truth is that it is not that it has dropped though. The system, the foundation was really not there. It dropped long ago, only that they did not pay attention to it. In the fact that those days, people's focus was really on they getting on screen. Those days, you meet actors, actresses, talent, who their main objective was that they appear on screen. That was all they wanted. They focused less on money.
How to make it.
Yes, the attention was that, yes, they just wanted to be popular. And one of the things that didn't help them too is that they didn't know how to manage the popularity to make money out of it. And so now that in this current dispensation, that people know that, okay, so popularity has a demand, popularity has so much cost to it and all of that. It is why most of these guys now, if you want to invite them on your set, they are quoting a certain figure for you, where if you don't have that figure, for instance, like the 5 character example that I picked, picking a same 5 character for a movie, a same Ghanaian movie, now will even demand more than it was taking those days. So I took the opportunity to look at the top or highest budgeted Ghanaian movie, and I am seeing this. They said a certain sinking sand or something. Okay. Yeah, and it was $1.5 million. Right. So that is the top most budget for a Ghanaian movie. $1.5 million, and this is in 2010. This is in 2010.
Yeah,
and so, yes, and so let's say 2024, you want to go for movie like that again. You will even need more than that, because now the characters or your choice of stars, talent you will go for will now be demanding more, because they know that the system has changed and all. And so these are the things now forming to the fact that people will say that, oh, and moving above form and sanuma. But the truth is that it has been there since day one. Only that they did not pay attention to it. And so, yeah, what I am saying is that when I always do say that regardless of how an individual or someone will wish you best, someone will want the best for you. Nobody can want the best for anyone than the person himself.
Exactly.
And so, yes, there are a lot of people now here in Ghana who are very popular. They are very big, huge. Oh yes, very huge. They are there. They know themselves. Very huge. And this is not just Ghana. Largely, even to some extent, some African countries. These guys are really, really big. They are on screen 24/7 every time. but there's nothing to write home about.
Enkoye. Yeni mom keke.
Keke.
WW.
But what is working out well for these guys now as compared to the old folks is that they knows how to at least turn things around, and then make some use of their popularity to at least be able to get something into their pocket and all of that.
There are some old folks who also made a lot of money in movies. So how do you
example of those individuals? Oh, Ejako, we can even trace the source of Ejako's money as it stands now.
How?
To what?
Oh, to what?
Oh.
To what? Just say
when how many houses of Ejako do you know?
Yeah, I know one huge one in Kumasi.
Exactly.
Yeah,
when did Ejako build that house?
Oh, that one.
No, now we know what he wants to say. He wants to say it's because of politics.
Basically.
When did Ejako came into politics?
Bro.
So you think Ejako has made more money?
I know Ejako is not a politician.
So what I want to tell you is that as much as Ejako is not a politician, even if he will make some monies from politics, it is not that politics money alone that can afford that thing he has.
But we can also attest to the fact that movie money alone will not give him that.
So yes, he has still contributed.
That is okay. It is the same. It is the same thing.
Movies
and it is the same thing. At
the point he was the highest paid.
It is the same thing. It is the same thing I am talking about. But again, Ejako's dispensation and Chewa's dispensation isn't the same.
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, they were. In fact, Ejako even came earlier than Chewa. Chewa was discovered around that time.
Ejako came earlier than Chewa. Yes. Well, okay, that is okay.
Before Ejako was there before Kyeiwaa.
Before Kyeiwaa came.
Kyeiwaa was in there, but she wasn't on top until she also get the Kyeiwaa movie.
Well,
her break actually started from the Kyeiwaa.
But I still stand by the fact that Ejako has been one of the individuals that were able to turn his popularity into something, but largely, solely, it cannot be the movie. Even if you sit him down, he will tell you this thing that I am telling you, right? So we cannot say solely that. Our system is not the best, and it's not a system that supports these individuals' talent to get into their peak. That puts money.
Take you even outside Ghana or outside Africa, but let's
add it.
There are some famous people in America who also got fame, got money, but they are broke.
Yes, the guy who did the Home Alone movies.
They have so many of them.
You mean to say they made money, but you will not compare. You cannot compare the.
You were talking about who is making money and for
who is not keeping the money.
And for you think that they were not making anything for them to even keep money.
Listen,
and I'm telling you that even in America, that they were making so much.
But I think your point is well made.
You will not compare the American system to the Ghanaian system.
No, I'm not comparing. I'm talking that
what you think it's peculiar to Ghana, it is not. It is happening at other places as well. But hey, that's his opinion. You have made your point clear. But we have gotten you. Ejako will get you to the corner. You answer those questions. Or no, I sweaty. We know how many years I saw this is that.
I was even going to mention people like a friend Dana Samoa. You be like that Chemo will plausibly argue that Dana Samoa made money through music and all of that.
Wait, Dana Samoa has also made enough money from music.
From directly.
Yes. Dana Samoa telling him here. That made from Dana Samoa's productions.
Anna Frimpong made, not Dana Samoa made.
Now no. So how do you see?
If you want to track it down to when these guys, these individuals started really acquiring or pushing. You see, I don't want to limit it.
That's word.
Exactly. Well, it is. It is what I want to refer for.
It's okay. Let me go on to Roland. Let me get what Roland will also add to Kyeiwaa's runaway issue, where we want to use to maybe speak to other people who might be going through something like this. Ro, take over from this mat.
Let me borrow Obi and Ponce's theme for his previous show. Popular but broke. In fact, popular but broke company, we have plenty in the space. We have plenty. The factors are many. Major in these factors, one of them is monetization of your craft. Monetization of what you're doing. Me, some time ago, I was having a discussion with somebody and I was telling them that some of us say we wish that whatever we are doing, popularity was not part of it. But unfortunately, you can't do this and take it out. You understand? You can't do it and take it out. So no matter what you do, the moment you take certain decisions or certain positions or certain career, definitely it will come with it. Okay. The challenge here is how to monetize it. When I was listening to Kyeiwaa, she was saying, "Oh, na mi nye juma, na mi nye juma, madam, ate na wo ye juma, na wo ye juma."
I think the understanding at the time, na friend.
Oh, I understand. I understand what she's talking about. But my own is that whether you throw once a year, you throw twice a year, you throw 5 times a year, you throw 7 a day, be juma. You understand? Somebody obitimi ya nyumba ako, release nyumba ako in a year, or the abosho wham in the whole year release it. How many times have we skid and say releasing in a year? So they be 2 years, 3 years not releasing you. You understand? So my point is that we gone were the days when they were not treating this particular space as a profession. A year juma, and yet say, oh, me koye biaba, and yet side hustle. If you want to do it a side hustle, you can. But a year obi 9 to 5. Yeah. A year obi 24-hour economy. You understand? So she was working. The problem that I am seeing here is the monetization of it. Because when it comes to the fame, the popularity, the attention, the probability of you getting it there, it is just by a snap of a finger. You see how crap there. To be popular is very easy. Yeah. To be popular, oh, to go viral for people to know you, oh, it's very easy. Maintaining it is the problem. Monetizing it is the problem. Yep. That is why we have so many influencers in the space and you don't know what they are influencing. Yes. You go on their profile, influencer. Why? Because they are popular on their app.
What they are influencing, you don't know.
Yeah. They are popular. But if you are popular and you don't know how to monetize it, that is when you quickly need to, if you've been in a space for 5 years and you've still not been able to find, not even one way, because there are multiple ways of monetizing whatever we are doing. Exactly. Whether music, movies, whatever, there are multiple ways of monetizing it. So, even one way. So and that is when I was second what Kyeiwaa is doing. You see what she was doing? She had maybe ways of her getting money from that same craft, which is acting. But the flow of it is not one she's been able to monetize correctly to get it on a proper flow. You understand? Hey, say change number room the this kind of hey, the dirtier the plate, the more money comes.
Hey, shout out to Nana.
That's a lot. You never shout out. I never shout out. So you see, say no be tree. Say for see na be tree. And this guy you find a way to monetize the ponkosi, and it's bringing you money. Shine it. Shine it, because in the space, that is why sometimes even the ones who even have, we see them as the most wealthy, the most successful in the space, will still come and cry at a point and say, Charlie, come there, we are tired. Shatawale does this, and people don't understand. Sometimes he's not crying for himself. He sees lots of people who are trying to toe the same line, and the way to monetize what they are doing, they don't know.
They are not getting it.
They are not getting it. It was, hey, at this point, I want to be monetizing the Drew CC Charlie.
Oh, yeah, check.
Oh, yeah, maybe 3 years, you have just 1 minute remaining, you go down. And that is where I second what Kyeiwaa is doing. In fact, when it comes to the pressure and how to handle it, when your monetization level is not up to your fame or your level of popularity, Kyeiwaa was getting money, but the monetization level no, was the popularity the money ni sika same when you see. You understand? Pressure
I'm sure people were not even paying her well.
No, a bit Trinidad the other day. She was doing some of them in the name of my more opportunity, my more platform. Yes, exactly. So if you are not able to
manager or no,
if you are also not able to, yes, hold that pressure now. If you are also not able to hold that pressure and be yourself, that is when you see most of the people in the space who are popular and are depressed. Because Charlie, they are thinking of, hey, what will people say? What will people say? If your daughter was picking trotro and commercial vehicles left, right, center, even before she bought her own vehicle. You think she did not get those kind of insults and pressure?
Yeah.
She got it. But at the end of the day, obey there for him. Obey there for him. You see, if you are not able to hold it and know what you want and know when it is coming, hey, you see that the pressure Kyeiwaa is talking about, it will carry you for your head top. You carry it and you are going to, and the sad thing is that you will be the only person to suffer.
Exactly.
Because the people that are actually telling you, hey, see free to you go for see free to you go to car. And that's all catch I say, we are course fitly.
For Bako school.
You understand? And that's all no catch say see free to you. Almost kase kotoka o no nim say we say oh who screens who ha oni Shatawale na ye adwuma oni we nanam oni Sammy flex nanam any one me. You understand? Any one me. That is all they know. That is all they know. So sometimes it is also pressure. So sometimes you just need to also turn that pressure. Sometimes you also, instead of letting that pressure depress you, you need to find a way to turn that pressure to encourage you to also find multiple ways of now activating whatever popularity you have. The monetization level, you need to find a way to let that pressure actually depressing you. Okay, say me yes what else can I do to add to it? Okay, say influencer, say me this numbers on social media. What can I do? Should I go now start lobbying for products to sell for them? Should I go start talking to people?
For those people, they need assistance. They need to work with other people.
Exactly.
I think that's where the problem is.
That's what beats them.
Exactly. Manager.
So most of the times they may not be able to.
As at her time, did she even know that that's what she did?
But at their level,
some people had it.
Ejako, for example, got to a point. He had a manager. Forget it. You think if you want your friend said this guy, Dr. Light, even if you have his number, one share your friend.
No. You see, you not compare Dr. like this.
So my point is very simple. Most of our problem in terms of how we conduct ourselves in the space has to do with monetization of our craft. And only problem because ultimately monetize the whole year now. Only who say whether I should leave the space and travel outside or do a different job. See, some people get to a point and they realize that Charlie, you may be the mayor could see after the meaning any other way this can be bring beam. And in my be restaurant. then you see them also opening other businesses aside. That is another way to channel their popularity or whatever knowledge they have into another stream of income. At the end of the day, sika na yepe.
Exactly.
It's in your way, no. Ohwe na chale, sika na de ba no. Ida say, mba papa, na umpese ube jaya. Then pick something, no more baby for first, and it's gonna be back to that same craft that you're doing or that same career. And if or one career and it is just one way of you getting money, it is very risky. It is very, very risky. And one year, what Kyeiwaa is saying will come to life in your like it will come to pass in your life, and you might be forced to either go and change career, of which will bring you other conversations, or you may end up popular but broke.
Well, let's try to do the very last thing before we run away from here. We are breaking the weekend on this note, just so you know, you can start your weekend as well. A lady, I don't know her background as a matter of fact, but her subject is one that I couldn't ignore. The fact that she is saying, when it comes to rappers and the people they use as hype men, according to the lady, she goes to events, and most of the things she said, like, I could relate. Because she goes to events and the hype men who are supposed to know the lyrics of the rappers or the artists that they are doing the hyping for, they don't even know their lyrics. Sometimes the punches that they are supposed to give, like where you have to shout, where you have to say, where you have to respond something, she said sometimes they don't even know. And to me, what she's saying is real. I've seen that before. But she says if that is how rappers are going to behave for their shows, then we are not going to pay to even see them. I know that many of us here have been going to some of these events. Do we agree with her that indeed some of these guys following artists at hype men, they be on the stage, sometimes indeed they don't know the lyrics, they don't even know where to point, they don't know how to bring in that excitement for them to enjoy the performance that they are doing. I can mention some few people who for some time have been loving their hype. OG, the MC. What he does for Stoneball.
Yeah.
And Sako DS boy too. Abeku.
Highest.
Yeah, highest MC.
Highest.
I think so far I'm enjoying these two for some reasons. I like the way they do their hype thing. But let's listen to the lady. When I come back, ask my people, do we agree with her or not? Stay tuned. I'll be back.
I'm tired because I want rappers to start taking health and fitness seriously, because if I continue to go to a live show and they sound like a dog in heat, I'm going to start walking out. I'm not going to give a review because there's no point. Artists, drill artists, you want to rap, you want to do the double time rap, you want to do the skippy flow. I get it. Do your thing. That's your steez. When you go in the studio, it sounds great in the studio. Some of you don't even sound that great because you have a fantastic engineer. So I salute the good engineers out there. However, if you're going to try and recreate what you've done in the studio on a stage, and some of you have a mask on, full on coat, you're hot, and you're there on the mic, you're not holding it correctly, it's muffled, we can't hear you. And then what some artists do that I don't appreciate is that you refuse to use a PA. And instead, you will now have the whole song playing out. You have your DJ saying a few words in between. We can't make out what it is. You have the useless hype man on stage with you. You give him a mic. Your boys don't even know the lyrics to your own songs. Please, rappers, if you insist on having a hype man with you on stage with a mic in his hand, tell him to take the time out to learn the lyrics of your songs or learn how to do punches. Yeah? Ad-libs.
Well, so let's get into the conversation proper, and we are closing. Let's cut from here. Let's cut from here and close.
I agree.
Quick one.
I agree with her. In fact, I nearly stoned somebody when I went to the eat, drink, and
hype man.
I swear.
Oh,
the way I vex, no, you see, the guy is sometimes they do it even when sometimes it is not only when they don't know the song. Sometimes even when they know the song self, they don't even know how to do it. And Ubewu song, no the voice not a clash with the artist.
Yeah.
Now you wouldn't know who to listen to, whether to listen to, and especially when they are also doing playback. When they are doing,
but you have to come in at the time that the artist is out.
Exactly.
And that's what the lady said by punching.
Charlie. Yeah. When they are doing, and unfortunately, maybe when they are doing, they will be doing playback too. So now, as you being there, you don't know whether to listen to the song playing, to listen to the artist sing, or to listen to the hypes man. Because all of them or both of them are doing some call and response thing. Sometimes the artist may pause for the hypes man to use the 1, 2, 3, go. That means on that command, you, the person in the auditorium, is listening to the command of the hype man to do what the artist wants. But when your voice clashes with the artist, and you are saying to the left, to the right, and the artist is doing to the right, to the left, then what do I do in that instance? You understand? Sometimes the clashing between them and the artist is what makes it so confusing and so nasty. That is why the likes of OG and Highest Dems and MC Kobe Dems all will be doing it good. Oh, of course. All of them, you will be loving them when you see them touch the mic. Because they know when to enter and when to do it. And let me give props to this guy as well. Kojo Manuel.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's also been doing very well.
But does he do it for artists?
Of course.
Okay.
Sometimes he's done it for Sefa. He's done it for other guys as well. Sometimes when they come and you see, some of them are also so good to the extent that even when they are not for you,
they know how to.
They know how to punch in for you to also get the crowd hypes up, even during your performance. And I've seen Manuel do it for Sefa on stage, and it was very beautiful. Knowing how to enter and how to exit, when to go in, when to come out, is what makes it beautiful. But some of them will come. Nyama, it is the reason why the lady was even talking about live. Because if it is live, if the artist is playing live, whether rapping or whatever, and you are a hypes man, and you don't take care, the artist can come and slap you. Even some of the backing vocalists can slap you.
Yeah.
You understand? But if it is a playback, and you have the luxury to actually do, what you have to do is more simple than it's being played live. Yet you still want to come and mess it up. See, let me mention this. Big Paradise. Big Paradise. Now his newfound career is Hypes Man.
Yeah,
and
I heard some people.
He's been doing hype for B-Strap.
Oh, okay.
Charlie, boy for Len. He is one of the people I nearly stoned on stage on that day.
I think after Kwaku Smoke Show, I've heard some comments.
Yes. He's one of the people I nearly stoned. There were two. Only some guy, I've forgotten his name. I nearly stoned them. Because at a point, you see, I am not a huge fan of B-Strap. I know just a couple of his songs. So on the day, I was hoping to actually soak myself to some most of his songs, because I saw other guys who know his songs actually, and you know that thing will get to you. And when I just want to feel myself in the guy's performance, and you said that you see them even competing with the front stage with the artist. Artists ne far no.
Their positioning is also something very important.
Artists ne far no. Hey, Charlie, why you back you can you be? Sometimes they even perform, and it makes it so disheartening. So for what the lady is saying, I agree. The little bit is the live performing thing. Whether it is live or whether it is playback, the most important thing is the artist being able to deliver to the audience satisfaction.
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Jay, take over. We are closing. Quick one.
So I acknowledge the lady's concerns she raised, some of them, but not all though. The fact that she mentioned that sometimes the artists themselves look as though they are not syncing with the DJ, in the sense that, for instance, let's say maybe artist is performing the song and the artist must again come in and tell the DJ that, hey, maybe after this song I'm going to do. So you see his performance will cut for about a certain seconds or sometimes even minute, because he needs to get closer to the DJ, teaching the DJ what to do and all of that. So the lady is saying that the artist should get PA, whatever, which I don't agree with that aspect. What is the manager there doing?
I think she was referring to the PA as the hypes guy. Yeah, that was the same.
Okay.
Yeah,
assistant on stage.
Yeah.
Well, cool. But again, if that's even the point, if that's what she's referring to, so far as she mentioned or she raised that concern that there are times on stage, which these things usually happens. If you go for events, you see them a lot. that artist is performing, and then at some point the artist must break and then get to the DJ to tell the DJ that maybe play this song. Like there is some form of communication between the artist and the DJ, where the artist literally stops performing, and then now the focus or the attention is on the DJ. You don't know whatever discussions they are doing. So you see, some of these things, if of course I know there are rehearsals, I know there are backdoor planning that goes on where they get to select their songs and all of that. Of course, there are times you get on stage and what you plan, you get different inspirations and would want to move different way and all of that. But artists should surround themselves with managers that really knows them, even if they are on stage, would be able to read them that, no, this is my artist at this point in time, this is what he needs, this is how things must go for him, this is how, if we do the thing, he will be able to pick with the crowd and all of that. It shouldn't take the artist leaving whatever it is he's doing, whichever performance he's doing, to go back to the DJ. And then that is why one of the works of the managers is to also make sure that there is a very flow, like a smooth transition of performances on stage. And so I think that is a concern that artists and their managers must look at, because of course that is very, very worrisome when you go for event and that happens. He slows the event, make it a bit boring. He even puts you, the artist, across as though you don't really know what you are doing, like you are not prepared. But with the hypesman aspect, unless she's generalizing it, but if she's talking about artists and their hypesmen, so far, for me, the artists that I have seen and the hypesmen they have with them, for me, I think they are spot on. They know what you are doing. They are very professionals at what they do. And when it comes to hypemanship, there's no formula to it. We don't have any formula to hypemanship, but of course, you need to be very creative. It takes creativity. You need to be highly creative, and of course, you need to know your timing. They are very, very necessary if that is the career path you want to do, if that is what you want to do. And so, of course, this one is an advice to all the individuals or the young champs, like Amate mentioned, that there is that Sheldon's boy who is now wanting to that line. Yeah, so of course he should learn. But for me, so far, the artists that I have seen with their own hypesmen there, for me, I think they are spot on. They are very professional. They know what they are doing. Of course, you will not see a certain Manuel, Kojo Manuel comes to stand on stage and then you will not get the vibe. He gives you that correct vibe. Especially you get a correct Ga boy, you give him some KK.
Then you loop the song for them.
You feel the difference. So yes, they are doing they are doing so well. For me, the few that I know, I think they are doing well. But like I mentioned, when it comes to hypemanship, it doesn't have any formula. You just must be very creative. That is the key aspect of it. So if her advice is to these young ones who want to toe the line, then of course they need to learn. But when it comes to the artists that goes on stage with their own hypesmen, I'm yet to see any of them do otherwise.
I also pray that you go to such events, because I know you attend more of these gospel events.
Now I avail myself for every event.
Yes, so when you go there, you see what the lady is talking about. Chebo will finish. Wrap up for us.
I think for every job or for everything that you want to do, you have to learn. You have to do more than even an ordinary person would do.
Exactly.
That will take you out of the ordinary, so that the spotlight will be on you. So I will agree with the lady. Like, for those who wants to do that kind of job, they have to do more. They have to learn. and know what they are doing. And what she was saying in that video, I think yes, it has happened before for me to even also witness it. I mean, sometimes it's not that pleasant. I mean, you want to get something and this guy will just cut in like that, and you don't know what he wants to say or what he wants to put across. Killing mood, no. And you know, I agree with her on that score. But I think there are a few ones who are also doing well. And one thing that Roland you refuse to do is to. I'm not a professional one, but based on what you have witnessed, you have to give me a shout out. Because I'd live in
Jemu had lived in I don't want to come but you are
the next time, oh, my shout out for unprofessional ones. And so come, yeah. So so I think the lady is right, and for the hives men. Like open bolding, if you want people to recognize your creativity and the works that you add to the main artist, I think they should learn, and they should also read moods, like the way an artist or anybody at all talking to an audience will read before you know what to say, when to come in and when not to come in. It's important. If you know those things, people will love you. But if you are just doing it anyhow, well,
this is how we are wrapping up for the week. It has been awesome, and of course, wrapping up with Jesmat has also added some fresh energy to the whole vibe. And I think this week we had two of our people joining us, the usual team. That is, shout outs to Lionel GH and Jesmat as well. It has been awesome. Once again, thanks to you guys. Roland Amate throughout the week was here in Team Dodi Solomon, same way, and the team of producers behind us, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Buju Lens. You guys are great. My name is Sammy Flex. If you've not subscribed to us, do, because the weekend we'll still be giving you some exclusive. We have some exclusive interviews coming up. You guys can't miss those ones. Here on Sammy Flex TV, we give you real entertainment. I'll surely meet you again in our next video. We are out of here. Salute.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.